And welcome back to Across the Street Podcast with your hosts, Nihaal
and Daniel. What's up, guys?
And we got a special guest today.
Hi, everybody. It's Daniela.
Daniela.
My name twin.
Yeah. So Daniel and Daniela, there's going to be a lot of confusion today.
Double D.
Double D.
All right, that's what I call it, double Ds. Two of my great volleyball friends. We've gotten much closer over the past couple of months. I think all three of us, actually. We're always in the same setting, usually volleyball, to be honest. I'd rather hang out with these guys other than volleyball, because you guys are only my volleyball friends. That's it.
Whatever. Whatever.
Literally.
I'm joking. Am I in frame?
You are in frame. I can see you. You're good.
It's okay. You guys are more beautiful than me anyway, so it's fine.
Look at him gassing us up.
And
he's going to roast us in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How's your weekend, man?
I don't even remember my week. My weekend was a blur, dude. Like, just work.
Work?
Blur.
A blur.
But it's working? Just working?
I'm just there.
Which one's mine? Oh, this one's yours.
Yeah, I put yours there.
I'm so sorry. Mountain Dew. I'm sorry. We forgot.
We forgot.
It's okay. It's okay. You got 2 bottles in this.
And also, I don't know if I told you yet, but it's also a joke. We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Mountain Dew.
We're not sponsored by Mountain Dew.
I got excited for you guys for a second. I was so hyped for you guys.
One day.
One day. Mountain Dew, if you're hearing this.
If you hear this, please.
Sponsor them.
Before the episode started, we really convinced Daniela that we got sponsored.
I'm so gullible.
But you know what? Yeah. One day we will.
Yeah.
With Daniela's help.
With this podcast alone.
Yeah.
So how's your weekend, man? Woman.
Mine was good. Really busy. Tiring. Went to one of his tournaments. So if you guys ever want to sign up, go through him.
York Region Volleyball.
If you're in the GTA.
But did you slap though?
She got slapped by my team. No, I'm joking. They slapped our team.
We slapped his team.
Yeah.
Second game was really fun. Really fun. First game, we were kind of shaky. Second set, we were like on their toes. We were like tied up until like 27.
Well, I mean, in my defense, I only had 5 people on the team because one of our guys was hungover and I had 2 hours of sleep and then slept in. He texted us at like 9 and the game starts at 9 and then he's like, yo.
Gonna be late.
I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I don't think that's an excuse because when we won the tournament that you hosted,
we
had a guy on 2 hours of sleep and hungover.
I know. But he didn't show up, but he actually showed up.
He showed up late though.
He didn't even show up. We played with 5 for the first set.
Yeah.
Honestly, we were almost late because he had to pick me up, but I slept in.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't drink, so.
Yeah.
Daniel never drinks. He's a good kid.
I'm a good Christian boy.
Anyways, third game was okay. We lost, obviously. Played a great team. And then in the consolation finals, that's when I went off. Even though I shouldn't have, but I did. And I ended up hurting myself. And then Sunday, I just rested all day because I'm pretty banged up. So
You're hurting yourself from where? Your knee?
volleyball, yeah. Hurt my knee and then also my thumb. And then my middle blocker landed on my chest. So yeah, it was pretty bad. But I'm doing better. Well, okay.
You were on the floor already.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
How is this possible?
I went up to block with my middle blocker. Like, we were in midair, and, like, obviously this guy jumps higher than I do. Yeah. So I got to the floor first, and then when he came down, his elbows came down on me. Ooh. So I felt it in my chest, yeah. Ooh. But other than that, like, it's okay.
Did you get winded?
I did, for, like, a split second. But...
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate that feeling.
When was the last time you got winded?
So the last time I remember getting winded was the most memorable time. I'll talk about the most memorable time I got winded. So there's this guy when I was in elementary school in 6th grade. Yeah. This guy was like 6'2" in the 6th grade for some reason. No reason at all. Yeah. He's like picking people. He was picking people up for fun, and he picks me up and tries to like gently lay me down on the floor. But I don't think he was strong enough to hold me. Oh. So he drops me on my back, and I had textbooks in my backpack, and I just got winded to shit. Oh shit. For like a good 2-3 seconds.
Was this in winter or like summer?
It was in summer.
That's crazy. Winter would make more sense because you could just kind of throw.
Okay, but like I would not want to be thrown in winter because.
No, what do you mean on the snow though?
But usually there's ice.
No, it's not that bad. You're saying you never wrestled in the snow during recess?
We played King of the Hill in the snow in recess. Yeah. One kid broke his arm once. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Last time I remember getting winded like that was probably like house league soccer when I was in grade 11. I never knew what the word winded was, but I knew this was definitely wind. It's like because I was looking for the pass from the other guy and I was just looking the other way and I just ran into this dude and bro, my chest, oh my god, I was just on the floor.
It's literally the air getting knocked out of you.
Yeah.
It's like you can't breathe for a couple minutes and then and then you're just like confused and then I signaled to a coach. I'm like, yo, I'm coming to the bench right now. And then, yeah, that's the last time.
Last time for me was high school as well. Football.
Damn.
Like football for girls.
What doesn't she play, guys? Look at her.
That was bad. I was blocking some like 6'5" girl. She's like 2 times bigger than me. Also, I'm a quarterback, so I couldn't. I'm not supposed to be blocking technically, but she hit me so hard I landed on my back and I couldn't breathe for like 2 minutes straight. And then I got up and I'm like, okay, I'm okay.
Do you ever feel like people have no business being that tall?
Yeah,
like
100%.
actually,
Especially in high school. I'm like this little twig in high school. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
wait, it's flag football, right? So why would they tackle?
And we don't tackle, but there's contact.
So when you just run into them.
You know, when you block, you still have to, hit them.
Because you're just trying to block their way and stuff like that, right?
No, it's chest on chest.
Oh, chest on chest.
Yeah, like it's full blown contact. Yeah, that's why there's always like bare injuries in high school. But
was there a men's flag football team?
No, all the guys wanted a football team, but nobody wanted to coach them. So that was the issue, and everyone's like, "Oh, why do the girls always get a football team?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know, like.
See, I always wanted to play football because our school had it, but I was 4'11" in grade 9 and 10.
Aww.
You're actually 4'11" in grade 9 and 10?
Yeah, bro. Most of the girls like were taller than me.
No.
I had no shot.
No way you're 4'11".
And then I grew up to my current height in like grade 11.
You could have been a running back.
I was pretty quick, but my school was a track and field team too, so everybody played track.
Never mind then.
I had no shot.
Never mind.
My school was like sports mania. I had no shot.
What high school did you go to? No idea.
I'll bleep that out in the.
Yeah.
No idea. Is the red light on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Not muted.
No, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
We're talking and then it's muted.
Imagine again.
Guys, technical difficulties. We're still so sad about the Sahil and Sunday episode. Sahil and Sunday.
So sad.
Fucking love you guys, but yo, reschedule, please.
Another day, please.
Just repeat everything that you just said again.
By memory, like.
Exactly. That's it. Or lip sync it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I think I already know, but like for our viewers, how do you guys know each other?
How we know each other?
Yeah.
I've known him since high school. He didn't remember me though. That's T.
Damn,
that's T right there.
That's T.
Yeah, he didn't remember me, but I played volleyball with him. I was honestly a quiet girl, so I don't blame him for remembering me. I just minded my own business.
This guy's like, fuck, why'd you bring that up?
But yeah,
excuse you.
When he saw me,
Make me look so bad.
The first thing he said was like, "Oh, I remember you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do you too." Like, so I've known him since high school. Played volleyball with him, and I still do to this day.
Yeah, Daniela is 1 year younger than me, 2 years younger than Daniel, but so that's why too. It's like, I guess, I don't know. You kind of associate with people in your grade, and then people younger or older you don't really talk to. So that's why I didn't really get to meet Daniela too back then. But I've seen her obviously, like in practices and all that. We weren't on the same team directly, I think, for any tournaments, but definitely during practices we practiced together. Yeah.
100%.
Because we had like an A, B, and C team. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
we had a lot of volleyball people in our
Crazy.
school. Yeah.
We did.
I was like,
we know each other.
So it is, and she's been really consistent with volleyball the past couple months. She's been signing up for everything, giving me a lot of money. Thank you.
You're welcome. Number one supporter.
Facts.
But no, she also helped bring a lot of our old high school friends back into volleyball too, and they appreciate it too. And slowly word of mouth, and she's one of the face of YRV, so appreciate it.
Sheesh. You're welcome. Connections.
So what was high school Nihaal like that you remember?
Oh, honestly, I didn't really talk to him, so I don't remember.
But what was your perception of him?
Honestly, I thought he was super innocent, super quiet.
Aww.
I actually thought he didn't have, not to be rude, but I thought he didn't have many friends. He was just very to himself. I barely saw him, to be honest, even in the hallways. I'm like, the times I did see him, I was like, what the heck? Like, this guy's alive, Yeah. But yeah, that's what I thought about him. And then when we played volleyball, obviously, I was like, he's a great volleyball player. He's a great setter. Didn't understand, like, because I would do, like, their scores. Like, every time you guys had games and, like, tournaments and that and, like, whatnot. And I'm like, why is this guy always on the bench? Like, he don't only come in to, like, pass and stuff. So I was like, he's way better than that.
You remember all that? You were there? Oh my god, that's so scary. She just gave me, like, she was always in the background.
I was there for every single game, every single tournament, because scorekeeping for volleyball stuff was like is not easy. So like learning it, not many people like can keep track or keep up with this. So that's why every single time they'd be like, "Oh, come like scorekeep for us." Even with basketball too. So I was always there. I was always there in the background.
It's so crazy how she was there in the back, because it's funny enough when she called that out. That's crazy because there's already a libero for her team, and then I was also a good passer, but at the same time, I was pretty sure in high school too, compared to everyone else in my team, like Azim, Sat. I don't know if I should be naming names.
I'll fix it.
But
I got you.
It's okay. I'll just say Azim. Azim's a pretty common name, whatever. But they're all like taller guys, and they could jump higher than me. And the setter that subbed over me had bigger shoulders than me at the time, so they could set better. So I was resorted to second lib, or AKA when the power comes back row, I get subbed in.
Or a pinch
That's
server.
it. Yeah, or a pinch server. Oh, I also had good serves back in high school too. I mean, I still do. I think I have some nice float serves.
I will say though, that team was really nasty. Really fun to watch though.
That team?
Your
Yeah.
team was nasty.
Our team, shout out 2016, man. We should have. We should have got to Alpha. It's just one of the heartbreaks, but you know, it is what it is. Third set, 14-16 or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that bad. I think it was like 15-12, but
It was so close.
it was third set. I remember third set. I remember we won the second set. We were so hyped. We were so confident we won the third set, and then we lost. And the qualifying tournament was at our high school too, so we had a home support and everything. Yeah.
Wasn't there like 16 teams there or something?
Yeah.
It was a whole day. It was like from 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m.
Wild.
Yeah.
There's actually a funny. There's a high school named our high school like in Scarborough as well, and one of the teams actually drove to that high school instead. And then midway, we're like, "Yo, where's this team at?" And then they call them, and they're like, "Oh, we're in the Scarborough." Like, no. And then they missed their whole qualifying tournament because they went to the wrong thing.
No way.
So way back in 2016, I guess like phones and stuff weren't that prominent and stuff. I don't know. I think Google Maps were just becoming a big thing.
A big thing. Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah.
When did you get your first, like, just random tangent, but when did you get your first phone?
Oh, I got my first phone first year of college.
First year college.
Yeah. How are you?
Grade 9. Grade 9.
Grade 8.
I was 14. 15.
I mean, I could have got my phone earlier, but I chose not to because I know I'd turn out how my brother's turning out right now. No, I'm joking.
Oh, jeez.
That's tough.
Ah, shade.
I mean,
Vishal, fuck you.
All we had back then was like Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vine. Old Instagram.
YouTube, but like YouTube was more.
MySpace.
No, but just like a
Tumblr.
and everything. That's what
Oh, we don't talk about Tumblr. We don't talk about Tumblr.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like I lived more present in the moment because I didn't always have like a phone to look at and stuff, especially during class and stuff too. A lot of my friends used to be on their phones.
But did you have an iPod Touch?
I didn't have anything. No.
Really?
Nothing.
I had a laptop though.
Okay. But you can't really
That's so-
like.
yeah.
You have to lug it all around.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it is. Sorry, that was a lot of tangents. All right, our topic for today. All right, Daniel, go ahead.
So funny enough, we actually voted. All three of us voted on this topic. Like we had a few topics lined up, but ultimately this ended up being the winner. Green and red flags. Very interesting
It's gonna be a
topic.
juicy topic today.
Very
guys.
spicy.
Just in general, I know Daniel's number one red flag.
What's my number one red flag?
If the girl eats ketchup.
That's a pretty big red flag. I won't lie. No.
ketchup?
I fucking just. Well, so I don't actually hate if people eat ketchup. I just hate ketchup.
I think you told me this.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I actually even sometimes get nauseous at the smell of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking.
So what do you put on your burgers and your
Cheese.
hot dogs?
Nothing, just raw.
Bacon.
Just the patties.
Cheese.
You raw dog that? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Gravy
crazy.
sometimes.
That's crazy.
But that's why I don't order like burgers from like gourmet places because I'm paying $15 for all those toppings and condiments. I'm like,
Yeah.
why not just get something else?
You're right. You're right.
And if I with fries, I just get a pussy.
So that's a red flag in a girl for you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If they eat ketchup, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we do this? We alternate. So I go red flag, you go green flag, red flag. Green
And we go
flag.
down the list and elaborate.
Do you want to do that or no? Or you want to just all red flags at the same time? What do you want to do?
Well, I think there's more red flags than green flags.
Agreed. Unfortunately.
So unfortunately.
I think we have to start off with a positive note.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want to go bashing on
People.
anybody. Yeah. By the way, guys,
for
don't
yourself.
don't connect the dots with, like, people in our lives and stuff. Just, like, this is just in general.
Some
If
of
you
us
want to
will-
connect the dots, you're connecting the dots. We are not.
We will tell you if it's actually us.
Ungeneralized, unbiased.
Exactly. If you connect the dots and be like, yo, this guy said this person about, this guy said this about this person, I'm going to be like, no. Yeah.
And that is Nihaal's disclaimer for this video.
That is it.
Disclaimer.
They're still going to take it out of context. They're going to crop it, send it to my ex, you know. That's exactly what they're going to do right now.
Probably.
But it's okay.
I dare them. I dare them. Send it all. All right, you want to start off then?
I think we could all speak confidently too, just because we're all single right now too. So,
Ain't no Valentine's Day for me. I ain't spending no money.
Me neither.
I might have a Valentine.
Oh,
Ooh, that's the tea for the day.
That's the tea. And we're not going any further than that.
Yeah. That's the tea.
All right, you can start since it was your idea to go positive first.
Oh, positive?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no positive.
I fucking hit
What?
It was his idea.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. Green flag for me. This is pretty big for me that she's a good like problem solver. Like she knows how to kind of like without asking for help first. She
That's
goes and figures out her problems and then asks for help. Because it gets like for me, it gets kind of annoying if somebody just like constantly go into you all the time, like first thing. That's first resort.
Okay, wait, here's a question. Do you mind if the person goes to you for an opinion? Like a second opinion?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's fine.
Okay, but not asking you for help.
Yeah, it's like, it's not every time when something goes wrong, it's like, hey, can you help me with this?
Okay,
blah, blah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
So good problem solvers, my green.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Yes.
Yeah. Initiative, drive, work ethic, you know. That's a big one.
That's green flags?
Work ethic for you?
Yeah, like having a good work ethic, having a good, like, you know, drive, you know, ambition.
Yeah.
They all tie together, but, like, those are big green flags for me. So, yeah.
Solid.
I guess from that, for me, it's like supportiveness, empathy. Just like if you're excited, like your work ethic or like something that you're excited about, if they bounce off with the same energy, that's a green flag. If they shoot it down like, you shouldn't, for example, like you shouldn't book those gyms, it's gonna be a waste of money, etc. You know, like stuff like that. Then that's more of a red flag. But I don't know.
I kind of get that in a sense though, but I think to put in perspective,
reality,
not necessarily reality, but giving you a balance of choice. It's like, do you like? I would put it as how badly do you want to do this versus how badly do you want to spend the money. If she gives you that kind of perspective, that's a really good thing because it helps you pick what you really want to do.
Or like weighing pros and cons.
Exactly.
Essentially, yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Should I move the mic a little bit here?
I think you're fine. I don't want it to kind of
yeah.
like conflicts. All right, red flag. All right, buddy, you're up.
Needy.
Damn.
Like
needy in what sense? Like
oh, needy is in just like they always want to be around me. And, like they can't. They get jealous if I'm even hanging out with my guy friends.
Oh, I've had that before.
Right. So okay. Jealous about girlfriends, like I get it. I do have a handful of girlfriends and stuff, but damn, you guys are like yes he does, yes he does. But no, just yeah, I gotta have my own life, and my life can't revolve around her all the time, and she has to understand that. But I've felt like I have met some people before that don't agree with that, and I don't see eye to eye with that, and I think it's a red flag, in my opinion.
Valid.
What do you think about it? Coming from a guy, another guy's perspective. I agree. I don't want to become somebody. I don't want either of us to become somebody who is codependent. I want us to have our own lives while simultaneously being a part of each other's lives. Like, I have friends who are in relationships. They'll come online, we'll play games, or we'll hang out, and then other days they hang out with their girlfriend, or they spend the night or whatever. So. They manage to keep a good balanced life, and I think it's made for some healthy relationships for them. Rather than people who I've seen, like, I've lost friends or like lost contact with friends because they'll disappear for like a year or two while they're in a relationship. And then all of a sudden they break up. It's like, hey, I'm back. Yeah, back. Yeah, that's the one I don't like.
It's terrible. Yeah.
It's so bad. I've gone through that with friends.
Or even like deeper, like not necessarily breaking up, but just like a year later, they're like, oh yeah, I'm still with this girl, but I want to reconnect with you. It's like, yeah, it's been 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
We've changed a lot since then, but I don't know.
It's hard, but like for me, I'll like in that sense, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Like we'll see. Well, like just
first time.
Yeah.
First time around. Second time, it's like
it's just then it becomes a character thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For me, I guess on that, like I agree with you guys 100%. Even like coming for like a guy, you know, like I don't know if you've heard this. You probably have heard the saying, but like you don't want to become your significant other. You know, that's I live by that like 100%. Like I wouldn't want to be known as like you're becoming your significant other type couple, you know. And I know a lot of people that are like that, so that's why I'm like I just like to have my own life, my own hobbies, you know. Obviously we'd like to like bounce off each other when it comes to like hobbies or likes, dislikes and things like that, but for me to like revolve my life around you, like I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that
because they shouldn't be a full-time job.
Not only that, but like I can't cut off my friends. Like I have my own friends, you have your own friends. Like I'm not going to be doing like telling you to do like, you know, it just stems into like a lot of different things. So it's like I wouldn't want to be like my significant other, you know. So that's like the phrase and like I live by that, you know. I get that. That's and to add on to that, well, this kind of segues into my next red flag. But it's a little bit of the opposite, and this is definitely directed. When they try too hard to incorporate into your friend groups. Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's something
y'all know who I'm talking about.
I think it's one of those that, like, in the moment you're like, yo, this is so cool, they're hanging out with my friends, but then a couple of months later you're like, wait a minute.
Yo, you slowly start to realize, why are my problems becoming their problems?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Oh, the friends problems. Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
And they come into me, it's like, yo, she was telling me about this and this, and I'm like, why is she telling you about that? That's none of
Your business.
and they agree with me on that too. It's like, yo, like, that's between you two. Why is she coming to us?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I've known these people for how many years? You come in just because you're in my relationship and then start thinking they're your best friends too.
That's,
My brain.
I know. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Like, you can hang out with my friends. I can hang out with your friends. You know, here and there, but not all the time. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like
once in a while.
Yeah. And then like it becomes like a vicious cycle. Like every weekend, it's like, oh, this person wants to hang out. Can we go? And it's like, when are we having like one-on-one time, or like when are we just gonna have chill time together? You know. So I completely agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Like, you guys can be friends. You guys can have each other on socials.
Yeah.
Send each other memes, whatever. Totally fine with that. It's just when it gets to crossing the line of like telling stuff to like your friends instead of you, like your significant other, then that's an issue. So.
Yeah, I remember I felt like one of my relationships, I found out so much shit from my friends. Because you were venting to them, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's very, very messy.
I'm gonna heat it. I'm sweating out
Sweaty.
I'm getting sweaty.
Yeah, it's just and when you break up, it's like who's friends or who's. I don't know.
In my case, it was mostly like, for the most part, most of my friends stuck with me.
And then they stuck with you, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. But I don't know. I'm talking about like years in or something, like maybe 3 years in. It might be a little tougher.
Oh, I've never made it to a year in a relationship, so I don't know what that's like. He's just like, what? She's like, well, shit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Shit.
It just means they weren't the one.
Oh yes.
As corny as that sounds. She just looks at me, just like,
It's okay.
ew.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We still believe in true love, right, Daniel?
Whatever that is, yeah.
You don't believe in true love?
I don't know, because like, you feel like you can truly love somebody, and if it doesn't last out, is it?
Do you feel like you have loved anybody in your life before? Like, as in, like, the love that you see in movies. Have you loved a person in your life before or no?
I think that's too corny for me to love that way, because they really romanticize it a bit too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
But no, I will say, yes, I've loved people before. 100%.
Yeah, same.
It's a different feeling than any other. 100%.
Agreed.
But at the end of the day, it's like, in movies, not to that extent. That's too, like, corny.
Way too corny.
Too painted.
I am a corny person.
You are.
He is.
You are.
He is.
I will definitely.
He needs
I
to
have
love.
written letters, sent flowers.
Oh, shit.
I will do that. Even if you're a friend too, I'll still like write letters. Maybe send flowers. I don't think I've sent flowers to a friend yet, except for like memes on those Valentine's Day. We used to have fundraisers back in our high school, and I used to buy my guy friends flowers all the time. Because there's or like a songogram or whatever. But yeah.
So speaking on
Very loving.
So speaking on meme stuff like that, for our birthdays, we always get like a meme cake. So one year we got like my friend who was graduating.
Yeah.
We got hit like a rude photo of him on the cake, and it was so fucking funny. It was like something that just showing his forehead like all the way back with his hair back.
Oh my god.
It was so funny. And then pardon?
Which friend is it?
Which friend?
Just say it out loud.
Just say it. No, I'm not exposing my homie like that.
Is it Andy?
No.
Yeah, that's me, Andy. Andy. It's okay, man. We love you. 1967.
But yeah, and then speaking of that, for Liz, one of our former guests, recently it was her birthday, so what we did was we got a cake, and she didn't know because we surprised her for her birthday. But on the cake, she was turning 25. Mm-hmm. But we just... Yeah, turning 25.
She was turning 25?
She's the same year as you, right?
Yeah.
So turning 25, but we put 30 on the cake.
Yeah.
Just to piss her off a little. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we'll do stuff like that.
That's funny.
Another red flag. Sorry. Daniela, you want to say a red flag or have you said one?
Okay, the thing is, mine are too specific. So I feel like mine, if they're too specific, we'll get into those later.
Okay.
Once we're deeper into it. But I do have one that's, I guess, more...
She wrote an entire essay. This is the most prepared podcast.
Dead ass.
This is...
I got second opinions.
Bro, half the time, I'd probably say like 90% of the time, me and Daniel just turn on the mics and just talk.
Yeah. I think I do a little more prep work than you, I'll be honest.
Okay, I don't... Yeah. I forgot we were doing a podcast today. I was focused on my puzzle. By the way, the puzzle, picture of the puzzle right here.
Sure. Right here. Just more editing work for me to do, I guess.
Okay,
unpaid labor.
I guess this could be for both men and women.
Go
so
for
it
it.
doesn't have to be like specific. But when they specify that they have a crazy ex, you know, that can stem into like your own relationship, that's like a huge red flag.
Like baggage like that, or
like
loose
trauma
ends?
or comparisons, loose ends, unhealed, you know,
I think
wounds.
are you talking about her ex too much? Or like talking about his ex too
No,
much?
not even
Or
that. Just
literally
like
the crazy
they could carry trauma into your relationship,
Yep.
or they can start comparing you to like, oh, my ex did that, and you're doing the same thing. You know,
Defense mechanisms.
yes,
and stuff
defense
like that too.
mechanisms, or even just they're bringing up just past trauma. Like it's just never ending. It's a never ending cycle of like just trauma, and it just bleeds into your whole relationship in every single way. So that's like one major red flag for me, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to speak on that because I've haven't been the person in that position, but somebody who I've dated in the past, like from what I've heard, brought those like stuff about me into theirs as comparisons,
Yes.
and I'm just in my head, I'm like, yo,
Why?
why?
Yeah,
But also
why?
I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
I live in your head rent free, like,
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
But like, I get where you come from, because that just poisons what you're trying to create with that
Exactly,
person,
yeah.
right?
And you're going into a new relationship new, right? It's not like you're dating your ex, you know?
Yeah.
You're just painting this picture that this new person's your ex. So, I don't know. I don't really like that. Kind of a red flag, kind of a turn off as well. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
The camera cut off, so I was just trying to continue off, acting like the camera didn't cut off, but now you guys know the camera cut off. Anyways, that's a lot of camera cut-offs. Camera cut off, camera cut off.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to talk to women or to a camera. No, I'm joking. All right, so.
We both know he's joking.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I damn well know that one for sure.
What do you mean? I don't talk to any girls. Dude, imagine having the next exercise is talking to a woman for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna just give up, bro. I'm not doing that. I'd rather deadlift 225 or attempt to. Oh, by the way, congrats. Yesterday, look at this big guy right here. Deadlifted 225 yesterday.
I tried.
That's like double my weight, man.
Yeah.
I tried my best. I just want to be able to lift things and not feel pain.
The next red flag would be not enough appreciation, especially when I think the guy in the relationship, but usually buys more stuff, or like tries to buy more stuff, right? Or like, you know, instead of splitting the bill, like buying food instead, stuff like that. And if she just assumes that, oh, he's going to take care of it and doesn't say like a thank you or anything, like at minimum a thank you or like a hug or like, oh, you didn't have to do it, something like that.
Just some form of just in terms of some form of gratefulness. Right?
Gratefulness, yeah. If she just like looks down and just kind of just doesn't say anything, then I think that's a huge red flag. As in, like, if she expects the princess treatment in the relationship, then I think it's a red flag, especially in 2023. You guys did not fight for women's rights to be a princess in 2023.
That's a lot. That's very controversial right there.
That's going on the TikTok.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from in this, like in that too. I just think if you're to really break that down, when it comes to relationships, that can happen quite often on both sides, because it's you're getting complacent. Like you guys get really comfortable with each other, so things where you normally show gratefulness become second nature, and that can also be a challenge or an obstacle in a relationship, because it's like, oh, do you really expect this every fucking time now?
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from with that. A little too well.
I have a lot to say about that.
So run it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, we got
Say it.
I am 50-50 on this point. I agree with you guys, but I also disagree with you guys, coming from a woman's perspective. Okay?
Shoots the dirty look.
Okay, no.
I want the princess treatment. That's what she's about to say.
Okay, so coming from especially from my perspective, I don't live by that, because I know it can also be traumatizing for a male, especially when you're trying to get to know a girl. Because I know some girls just expect the male to pay, you know, every single time, all day, every day. I'm not like that. Nihaal knows that. Every time we go out for food, I'm like, I'm paying. Like, this is my turn. And he's like, no. He's like, get the fuck away. Like, I'm paying. Like, it's just natural instinct for me, because that's how I was raised, you know. Like, you know, be fair. Be grateful for one another. Like, every time, like, we pay for each other, we always say thank you, or we give each other a hug, you know. Something as simple as that, but that's because we're friends. When it comes to a relationship, totally different story. If a guy is trying to impress a girl, take notes, guys. Chivalry is always the number one green flag for every single girl on this planet because there's not much of it left. If you guys don't know, something as simple as holding the door for a girl, opening a door for a girl, something as simple that costs $0 to do, by the way.
Yep.
That's something that we always look out for. The little things, When it comes to paying for stuff, obviously, if you're trying to get the girl, obviously pay for the first few times. But once you guys start getting serious, or even like as serious as moving in with each other, obviously start splitting the bills 50-50. I'm all for that. I live by that. Like if I'm serious with the person, like if we go on trips, I'm paying my own, you pay your own type thing, Unless like we're actually married. That's like thinking long term. Yeah. Right? But if you're just like new stages of the relationship and you want to impress a girl, 100%. Effort also stems into that, so that's like one other thing that you can be doing. So chivalry into effort into like actually caring about what you're doing with this girl, if you're trying to be serious with her. But at the same time, the girl does want to be treated like like a princess. Could be not everybody, but some girls just take it to the extreme. So I completely agree with you guys. Some of them just do it like, oh, I get a free meal. I go on a date with the guy, I get a free meal.
Yeah.
That type of thing,
Yeah.
That's like, those are big balls right there. Like, I can't ever do that. I just don't know. I just feel ways about that. Like, a lot of girls just do that. Or even just, take advantage, gold digging. They're with the guy just to get stuff out of them, and like just put on an act. Like, that's not right at all. So, feeling like a princess at the end of the day, but that's like toxic princess. That's not proper princess. So, yeah, I could go on and on about this, but I'm 50-50 on that. Yeah. So,
but like in the same way, like girls want to be treated like a princess. I think even guys sometimes want to get like not like royalty treatment, but like they want to get babied a bit too.
100%.
Like
we want to be the little spoon.
Okay, I honestly don't like being the little spoon. That shit feels weird to me. That shit feels so weird to me. But like I think like once in a while, either like. I would love to get a back massage from my partner or
100%.
like just lie in their lap sometimes.
Yeah.
Yo, oh fuck.
Whoa.
My back is, as you heard them say, I deadlift a lot. My back's kind of like sore a lot.
He deadlift a lot because he's dead inside.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I do think guys like to be babied like just a little bit. I agree. They deserve to be babied a little bit, especially if they do all of the things that I listed.
Okay, fair enough.
But if they're doing zero, like, how am I going to reciprocate that type of energy,
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Because it not necessarily has to be 50-50 in a relationship, but you both got to put effort into it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
A good amount of effort.
Yeah.
Especially if you feel a certain way about a person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so for me now, it's we're still red or are we going green?
Fucking, I guess this is just red flags. Fuck green flags.
No, I'll go red for now. I'll go red and then we go back to green. But this one's really... I'll just go to a stupid one. I don't like to make it a little more lighthearted. If she fucking talks in Toronto slang all the time, I'm gonna get so fucking mad, bro. Like if she asks me, yo, like, what are your ends be? Like, no, I'm so turned off automatically. Like,
that's actually a surprising thing about you. You live in I could say where you live, right? We already said it. This guy lives in Rexdale, which is pretty like where a lot of the Toronto accent comes from, or Toronto hood accent comes from, and this guy's just a church boy, bro. I don't know. This guy's too nice, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I hear no Toronto in you.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can bring it out like for fun, as a joke.
Yeah.
But
I guess it depends on the people that you surround yourself with. I think your friend group in general doesn't really have that.
Like, we'll meme about it, and I have friends who even if it'll come out a little bit just because. But if you're always just like talking like that, like it's a regular thing for you, no, that's disgusting.
Shout out my brother.
Yeah, your brother does talk like that a lot. I even find myself getting caught in it.
Yo, what are you saying, bro?
Yo, what you saying? What you saying, fam?
Hell no.
Oh my god.
I agree. That's super red flag for me, especially with guys. If you're just a Toronto man in general, that's a walking red flag within itself.
Puffer jacket, oversized shirt.
Perm in the hair,
That's you're describing my brother.
Yeah. Ripped jeans, Air Forces,
black or white Air Forces,
moose or knuckle jacket, everything, all of that. Just a super turn off, super red flag. I've seen just by me, like example, like me going to grocery stores or like the mall. I've had like Toronto men just be like, "Yo, shorty, what are you saying?" And I'm like, What shorty? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, she did that pretty well.
What are you doing? What shorty were you saying? And I'm like on the phone and I'm just giving them dirty looks. I'm like, who are you talking to? You know? I'm like, ew. Like, no, that's disgusting.
That's so funny.
That's disgusting. I've had many guys do that to me, and I'm like, no, you're not it. You're not it. You're not serious.
She got the signature Toronto cat call.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shorty and
Shorty, what are you saying?
ew.
Yo, Shorty, why don't you swing that number, eh?
Yeah. Shorty, what are you saying, fam? You trying to link later? What's going on? Ew, no.
So wait. I'm just picturing like the first date. If you did say yes to that Toronto man, how would it go like?
What do you mean?
Like would they still have the Toronto accent, or would they like take it down?
I'd be like, speak proper English to me.
Oh, okay.
You
But
know?
what would it take for you to actually say yes to somebody like that? I don't know. It would be hard.
Ooh, no, very, very hard. No.
Even if he's like.
Listen, I can already tell a Toronto man when I just look at a picture. Or a girl. Either one. Stories alone, I could see it. You know?
Damn.
I could tell. I'm like, you're not it. You're not it.
Yeah, for girls, I think girls, it's a little harder in terms of the style because a lot of girls have similar style in that sense, even with, like dressing like that. Mm-hmm. Like I'll see girls who don't have that way of talking, but they'll dress in a windbreaker, or they'll have like the bag, like the side bag or something like that. Or the dress in like the sweatsuits.
She literally had a side bag today.
Yeah. Ooh. So, and she's definitely not a Toronto shorty. So
I think she's just faking it because she's around us right now.
I mean, that accent was pretty convincing. Right?
I could see her being a Toronto shorty.
No.
Just when she's with the girls, she just turns it.
If she was born at Jane and Finch, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I was born.
She was.
You was?
I was born in Toronto. Yeah. Toronto.
She just left before it got to her.
I was 4. Yeah. It just left right in time.
She got out.
I think it's more of a turnoff for girls though. Because they're girls, so it's like you expect it's like not womanly to act. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
In a sense, you know, like that's a little harsh, but like to put it bluntly, I think that's what it is. You know.
Yeah.
There's an Instagram page I'll show you later of a girl who just talks like her bits, or I think in general on her Instagram live she just completely talks like a Toronto person. Yeah. Nah.
Even like some words, like my friends speak to me, like they speak proper English, but like sometimes they like throw like in a word, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Like I literally responded, I go English? It's question mark, and then they're like, Daniela, like do you not know this? And then they're like, did you not go to this high school? And I'm like, I did, but I've never heard this in my life ever.
People just want to be cool like that. I don't know.
So I'm just like, I just speak proper English.
For the people, I'm pretty sure most of our viewers are just our friends from GTA, but like, yo, when we say Toronto accent, it's not the, hey, how are you? You know,
it's not the
Canadian, not the aboot accent.
It's a little cold out there, boy.
No.
Hot diddly boo. No, sorry, that's
not Canadian.
That's Texas.
No, we're talking about like the yeah, hey, wagwan. What you saying? Like,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
So there's two different spectrums. Yes,
yeah.
They're all nice people in my opinion. Yeah. I think Toronto men's are still nice men in my opinion.
Sort of.
I mean, depends.
Yes.
I don't know. The men's that I've met, like it's sick. Yeah. But yeah, definitely.
That's a big red flag right there.
Yeah. When did this Toronto man stuff happen? Like past like 5 years probably, right? I think in high school I was transitioning. But I remember started saying like men's and stuff when I was in high school, but I don't know.
I had to edit somebody's essay, and one of his lines was "I seen a man," and I'm just like, you can't put this into college. You can't. This is not proper English.
No way.
I was so mad.
No. I think it was high school. I think
around the time 6 Buzz first started coming out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
When everyone wants to become Jamaican.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Essentially.
Basically, because that's where it kind of roots from, right?
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. Yeah. That is a good red flag.
Yeah.
Really good red flag.
I wanted to go a little lighthearted rather than go too deep, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
You want to go to green or red?
Okay, well, I already said a green flag, like chivalry.
Right.
Chivalry is a big green flag.
That is.
For anybody, anything. I guess I'll stem on that a little bit, because I feel like
I
have too many red flags. Well, chivalry is like something, like I said earlier, something as small as opening the door for a girl, you know, holding the door for a girl, cleaning the car for the girl if it's snowing outside, you know, things like that, something small, or even like food, like you guys can, you'd be like, oh, I got the food today, don't worry, or like, do you want food?
Right.
I'll bring it home, vice versa.
I have a counter for that. Is there something as much as too chivalrous? Is there anything like that for you?
No.
Buying a house for you.
Sorry?
That's simping.
What do you say?
Buying a house for.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
Like she's not gonna say no.
No. I would still say no. That'd be like, something's going on there. You know, something's going on there. This
guy's insecure about something. Yeah.
That's too much.
Big house, little what?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know, it could be blown out of context. Like, some guys can think of, like, being like, you know, loaded or like, you know, showing that off as chivalrous because they can treat you to anything.
Yeah.
Type thing, you know, but it's just a big turn off because like you're just flaunting everything in a sense, right? But like if you're doing it like humbly, like different story. So that could be like one context where it could be too chivalrous, I guess, in a sense, because it could be taken out of proportion in a sense, right? But yeah, to me, like chivalry is just the small things. It's not like, oh, let me gift you something, you know, I'll get you a fucking LV bag or some shit like that. Like, no, like, that's not what I was saying. I just want you to, like, you know, like he said, like, say thank you. Yeah. Or, like, you know, I don't know, like, do you want me to get you something downstairs? I'll go get it. Yeah. I'll go get it. Like, things like that. Like, I don't ask for too much when it comes to that, but, like, even the other day, like, we went out for food, and I'm used to opening my own door, because that's just how I am. Nihaal's like, move, let me open the door. I'm like, look at him, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's like, what do you mean I'm opening a door for a girl? I'm like, okay. Like, all right.
Have you seen those TikToks where they shove the girl out of the way and then open the door and he's like, get in? Yeah. Those are so funny.
I think there was one time where I literally opened the door and he was like, move. He closes it and he opens it again. He's like, okay, get in. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like,
to be fair, I do that with my guy friends too. Yeah. I've opened the car door for you a couple times. You've opened it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Times. Yeah. I do it for everybody. I guess I'm chivalrous to all the homies.
Everybody. Yeah.
I rate him 5 stars every time.
Yeah, but if you're taking out a girl, like that's 100%.
Sorry. Yeah. No, opening the car door is super cool. I've got a lot of feedback for it. I started doing it just like
out of habit.
Just out of habit now, because my car has the sensors. Like when you put your hand in, it unlocks. So I like going to the passenger sides first to unlock it first, make sure that it's unlocked on that side, and then come in. But everyone thinks I'm opening the door for her. But like, you know, to be honest, I'm joking. I'm still chivalrous. That's why I do it. Yeah. We'll see that. But yeah. Anyways, I've been doing that for a while now. Yeah.
I was gonna say though, to add on to that, I think in terms of chivalry, because you were saying like just having money like that isn't necessarily chivalrous, but it's also not thinking about the person specifically, right? Yeah. It's not personalized, you know.
No, yeah.
Like a small thing could be like deciding where to want to go on the date night. You heard the person you're with is like always wanted to try like rock climbing or something, so you bring her for that.
Or something as small as like planning a date.
Exactly.
Like something as small as that, like, or giving options. Like, hey, what do you want to do? I have this. What do you want to do? I'll do it. I'll book it for you.
From what I've learned over the past couple of years is that girls in general are very indecisive. So if you just decide, don't give them options. No. Don't give them options. Just straight up, just do it. Just make a timeline. Don't think, and then they'll go with it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They'd appreciate that more than than you.
For me, whenever that happens, especially when it comes to food, I'm a foodie. Yeah. They're always like, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Surprise me, surprise me, give me anything." I'm not picky, that's why. So I'm like, "Surprise me." I pull up, they give me the food. I'm like, ooh, this looks yummy. Like, you know, I'm not picky like that. But if you're picky, different story. Like, I will say I'm indecisive because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm craving. I don't know what I want. I ask the other person, I'm like, are you craving anything? Do you want anything? You know, I always take the other person's perspective too. But like, if we can't come to a conclusion, I'm just like, okay, why don't we just go for this? Exactly. You know? Yeah. So, I agree. Girls can be very, very indecisive. So, yeah.
Do you want to say it next red flag or should I say it?
Go for it. You said a year.
Okay. I wanted to say this at the beginning actually, but no long-term friends. That shows that if we're trying to get into a relationship with a girl, if they don't have any long-term friends, as in like friends for more than maybe 3 years, right, then it shows that they are not capable of having a relationship with anybody, let alone a relationship with a dude. But and then you start thinking, it's like, wait a minute, why don't they have friends? What happened to the old friends? And then usually the girls that I've met that don't have long-term friends are also like serial daters, or like have just been with a lot of guys, and they're always like, yo, guys ain't shit and all that stuff. But then at the same time, it's like, what's the common denominator over here, right? It's you, right? Yeah. So I think that's why, I mean, my closest friend circle, I'll be honest with you, we're all like kindergarten friends. So I think I'm lucky enough to have, I mean, it's all this, also the circumstance that I'm with, like, you know, I'm still living in my parents' house, they're still in their parents' house, etc. So it just makes it easier to establish those relationships still. But at the same time, I still have those friends, right? I'm still like connected with those friends, and that shows that I'm able to handle long-term relationships, because it wasn't all positive throughout. Like, I've gotten into fights with my friends all the time and stuff, but it shows that, you know, I'm still able to be friends with those people.
So. Not only that, but like work stuff out with them.
Yeah.
Even if issues do arise, you know.
it helps you with your like communication skills. And somebody who doesn't have long-term friends like that, they're definitely not going to be the greatest communicator.
Exactly. And they'd also do what you said before, like they'd try to integrate with your friends.
Yeah,
it's like that's what. Oh man, I don't want to. Don't connect dots.
That leads into boundaries, though.
Exactly.
Yes,
you know,
agreed.
boundaries are a big one there.
Yeah, because like, what if they don't have that many friends, and then they see you with a lot of friends, and that's the attractive part of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you have a lot of friends, and then they just kind of come in and then invade. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know just a lot of people, like a few people in general, who seem to hop from one friend group to another friend group every couple year or every couple of months or so, and I'm just like, who are you really sticking with here? Like. Where do your values lie? Because your friends are kind of, in a way, shape your values to an extent. Like, you guys will have similar values, and it's really easy to see that. Like, from when I first, like, started, like, knowing your friends, like, I'll put it out there, like, the Pentagon. When I can really see how you guys all have some, like, somewhat similar values, right? And I'm pretty sure you can see the same with me and my friends, right?
Yeah, that's why me and Daniel click so much, too, because I feel like both of our friend groups are just the same kind of values. It's just, like...
Exactly.
Good times, fun times. Yeah, it's not. I don't think anybody has too big of egos in their friend groups. I think some friend groups I've seen, it's like, oh, you know, I'm richer, like I'm flexing this, like I have a car. You know, like everyone else here is just a little bit more humble, and we just. I think a lot of us don't. A lot of my friends didn't even drive till like very recently, and yeah, you know, stuff like that. So.
It could also be based off the way you were raised too, right?
Yeah,
good point.
We're all immigrants, so immigrant parents. So maybe that's something different too.
100%.
That's a good one, dude. Fuck.
I am. I have a lot to say about that one too.
Run it. Every time, run it.
Okay, so huge red flag for me because I recently just learned this. Especially when the guy or the girl has a big friend group and they think that everybody's their friend, you know.
Oh.
For me, it's like, who's really your friend? You know, who's gonna take a bullet for you when you really need them, or bail you out of jail when you're in jail type thing. I can take it to the extreme like that, you know.
Yeah.
For me, at least, I have my solid 5 friends from elementary school that I've known for 10 plus years that I could always rely on, and we could always reciprocate energy and family, everything. Like, we're comfortable with each other, you know. But with like other people that I've known or like that I've been with, friend groups are always the biggest issue because like I always have the same 5 friends. Sometimes we're always busy, but like other people like, I'm going out with this person. I'm like, okay, cool. You have your friends, you go out. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, stop you from like hanging out with your friends. Right. But then it comes a bigger issue, like if you're planning events or if you guys are going out, hanging out with two, like, oh, this person wants to hang out with us today. You know, like it just becomes a bigger issue, and it's like time is taken away from you and your significant other, or even just like with your friends too. If your friend says like, oh, can I hang out with you this day? You're like, oh, I'm hanging out with another friend. You know, it's like he said, like you can't really tell if he can hold a relationship in that sense with anybody essentially. So I don't know, it's like, or even like for me, I view it as in like if you have that many friends, you're always just wanting satisfaction or like approval in a sense. Yeah. Because you're having different perspectives, you're asking different people's different opinions, you know. So I feel like when you have like a huge friend group like that, or like jumping friend groups, it's like you're looking for approval or satisfaction in a way, because one friend isn't doing that for you, so you have another friend to do that. Yeah. So you just bounce off of each other. So that's a huge red flag for me as well. Yeah. That also bleeds into my red flag. Go for it, guys. Let's do it. For me, it's the bros before hoes type thing. That's like that's a huge.
I literally just pulled it like literally before this. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Coming from experience again, for me, it's like, sure, you can hang out with your guys. Okay, I'm not even gonna boast about myself, but I'm just gonna say I'm the chillest girlfriend you'll ever have. Super patient.
On her Tinder page right now.
No, I don't have any of that. But like when it comes to like you know when you're supposed to hang out with your significant other, you know, you're like, okay, I'm seeing you Friday, you know, or like a week or two before, you know, and then like the day comes or the day before comes, you're like, oh, I'm hanging out with my bro. What happened, you know, type thing. Or even like I would never do that. I never did that because I know I have my day allocated with you, whatever. Or if we agree to hang out with your friends or my friends, that's different. But like if we agree to hang out one-on-one together, you know. And then, like, day before or day after, or day of, hours before, oh, I'm hanging out with my bro. I'm like, okay, like, what's going on? We see each other, like, once a week. Yeah. If that, you know. Hang out with him another day. Yeah, so that's my situation. Like, that's my issue. Okay. Yeah. That's my whole bros before hoes situation. Yeah. My thing is, like, priorities, or, like, prioritizing, like, your girlfriend, or balancing between your friends and your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, you know, essentially.
So in this sense, it's a little more to the extreme where a guy will pick his friends most of the time over that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. 100%.
Chair comfortable?
It is. It is.
IKEA, $79.99.
It is.
It went up. It's $119.
Really?
Yeah.
Inflation.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a big jump.
Yeah.
I got it for $79.99 back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I got it for like $59. Back in the day, yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Sorry, tangent.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a point where I canceled last minute on my girlfriend to be like, hey, yo, I'm chilling with my boys. It's kind of fucked up, in my opinion. But if I saw her like twice already this week,
Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah.
Then but
still let her know in advance.
For sure.
Like, I saw you twice this week.
because they get excited. You gotta like. I
Yeah.
feel I know how excited girls can get because they're anticipating. I mean, guys can get excited too.
Oh yeah,
like,
I get
you know,
excited
like,
for that shit too.
Exactly, like, oh, on Sunday we're gonna have brunch together, and all of a sudden it's like you're already thinking about the outfit.
Yeah, like a mimosa on a Sunday noon with my girl. Like that's awesome.
It's not even that. Like you have something to look forward to every week. You know.
And then it doesn't happen. I could see the heartbreak in that.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. It's so sad.
And then if you express the sadness to your significant other, then there's like, oh, this, that, and then they don't feel it.
Or like excuses start, fights arise, you know.
I think I've only ever done that once, and it was more of an emergency because I had a friend, like, we were supposed to hang out.
But emergencies are different.
Yeah. But it was the one thing where it's like, hey, like, I was literally like an hour getting ready, and my friend just calls me crying, and I'm like, oh shit. Hey, can we do this tomorrow then? I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah.
I felt
but that's different. Emergencies are way different in my perspective. So.
The solution is just to stay single so we don't need to stress about this stuff.
Hey, fucking man.
Either stay single or communicate. Because a lot of the times, guys, I'm sorry, I'm slandering you guys a little bit. Y'all don't speak up half the time. You guys just expect us to read your brains sometimes. And like,
I think we feel the same thing.
No.
Wait, what?
Yours is way worse.
No.
Y'all expect us to know how you feel, like.
Okay, no, but like your communication's not there. Like,
Okay, wait.
asking
Just
you
remind me. I know we talked about this before, but are you the type that confesses that you like the guy first, or does the guy confess that he likes you first?
Does that matter?
No, but I'm just saying because like that's the read your mind thing that I'm talking about. Where it's just like, do you expect the guy to be like, hey, Daniela, this, that?
I don't expect them.
Would you say
It's
it?
never happened
But
to
would
me.
you say it?
It's never happened to me before, so I don't know.
So you always say it first? You don't? You see, you don't because you want the guy to read your mind.
No. It's
That's
not even
that's what girls do, man.
No.
And that makes it hard. Daniel, imagine all the girls that we missed over a lifetime just because they didn't say nothing to us. What are you doing?
I'm hiding because I'm uncomfortable. No, I think instead of that example, I guess I could see it in two ways. Like, if a girl's going out and a guy, like, let's say a girl's going out clubbing and a guy is feeling a little uncomfortable. A lot of guys don't say anything and they'll swallow the pride, but you can then tell they're moody about.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
guys don't say anything. That's the issue.
Yeah, but then on the flip side, a girl may feel a type of way just because, and this is just for me speaking from personal perspective. I've had a girl be upset about me liking certain like accounts on Instagram, then just getting grumpy, and then me expecting them to know how they feel. On the flip side, so I can kind of see both ways of not being communicative on things.
Yeah, no, 100%. I've had that happen to me before as well, where like it's not even like I felt uncomfortable. Like, you can follow all the celebrities you want, all the fucking, I don't even know, models, whatever, like it. Yeah. I don't care because I know at the end of the day you guys are not getting with them. So do whatever you have to do.
I believe there's a chance.
Do whatever you have to
Liza
do.
Koshy, if you're watching this podcast, please slide into my DMs. I promise you I'll marry you.
But for example, like when it's GTA girls, like there's okay, I'm using this as an example. Nobody knows this person, so I'm just gonna say it. This person literally used and followed an account for GTA Angels.
Oh.
So, you know, like, and then they're liking all that. It's a private account. Like, and I, like, went AWOL. I communicated that shit, like, right when that happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you following this account? I'm like, how would you feel if I did that with, a guy's account, you know? I'm like, sure, whatever. I like Maluma. I like Bad Bunny, you know. Those are celebrities. Whatever. But when it comes to, like, GTA people, like, you know, you could know a person, you know, hello. Or, you know, it could just get so messy. So I was like, I don't feel comfortable with you following this type of account. And, like, the man got petty. He was like, oh, like, I only started following them because my friends started sending me pictures. So I was like, Like,
But
does it matter?
I get where you're coming from.
It's like that. So whatever. To me, it's like I don't care if you're liking like bikini pictures of other girls that are famous or like crushes.
Madison Beer.
That sort of jazz. But like when it comes to like GTA or people that different story.
Yeah.
Or people you've had history with. That's another like situation.
Ooh, that's a no-no.
That's a touchy one too. So when it comes to people you've had history, that's a no-brainer. That's
Agreed.
a no-brainer.
Even if you guys are like just friends, good friends.
No. If you're friends, I don't care. Do whatever the frig you want.
But I think in the case with that, like either the person has to be really secure, or the other person has to kind of show that you can trust me with that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Where were we? You were speaking.
I was speaking.
How do you say it? Despacito?
Despacito.
Okay. You're fluent in Spanish, right?
Pretty much.
Espanol? No, Espanol?
Espanol.
Espanol. Is there a difference between Guatemala? Oh, she's from Guatemala, by the way. Shout out, Ray Simard. Yo, so...
You were colonized by the Spanish, too.
It was. It was.
I just, like, recently connected the dots. Like, I think it was, like, 2 days ago. Yesterday or something, I met a Filipino guy named, it's like Ferrer or something. It's like some Spanish name. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? How are you Filipino or whatever, right? And then after I'm like, I have a Filipino friend, too. His name's Daniel. But then he's like, what's the last name? Cachola. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know my last name was a common Spanish name. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Really?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce Despacito again?
Despacito.
That means slowly, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Speak Despacito.
On that, I think in high school, the most attractive accent I found was like a Latin accent. Like that was my shit in high school.
Everyone tells me that. Everyone tells me that.
I think nowadays for me it's actually Australian.
Huh?
Australian accents I find that so attractive.
No.
I love
Australian English accents are not for me.
English accents no, but Australian for me, I don't know what it is. My Siri has an Australian accent.
For me, I just view it as a meme because like me and my friends use Australian accents. I don't know if you see
or
this
nor.
Yeah. That we're literally my best friend's birthday's coming up and we're like making a cake for her.
Yeah.
And she literally says "nar" like half the time, so we're putting like "oh nar" and then like "happy birthday" after that because it's just a meme for us. But like to find it attractive, I'm sorry. But no.
It's okay. I find you attractive, dude.
Yeah.
I know you do. Thank you. I appreciate that. It gives me confidence every day to go about my day.
I feel like I'm third wheeling you.
Some people do sometimes.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was literally fourth wheeling, like close friends fourth wheeling when we had Sahil and Sandhya on. Because they're all like, they're just so tight and I'm just there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And they just had so much.
That's why I'm so pissed about the episode.
Watch the shelf.
I'm sorry.
Nihaal's gonna kill you.
He can kill himself first because he didn't mount it to the fucking wall.
I know. It's for the LEDs, that's why. That's why I didn't mount it.
You could have found a way.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm surprised we didn't talk about this one yet.
Ooh.
No goals.
Big red flag.
If you talk to a guy and be like, yo, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Yeah, I don't see myself, like, even me personally, like, 5 years, as scary as it is, I'm turning 30. But, when I'm...
He's really thinking about that right now.
But even though I'm turning 30, I'm already, like, especially the past couple of months, I've put in a lot of work in different areas of my life so that I am on a good path to when I'm 30 to be somewhere. But if you're not putting in effort during these times and just kind of laying low, watching Netflix all day, watching Crunchyroll, forcing people to watch all seasons of anime, all seasons of Haikyuu.
What are you getting at here?
He's shading me right now. Listen, he claims to be the volleyball maestro, and he hasn't even watched Haikyuu. Everybody in YRV flames him for it, so it's not just me.
I watched the first 2 seasons, and I am almost done the first episode of the 3rd season, so it's just hard.
I even gave him my Crunchyroll. I gave him my Crunchyroll account.
That's
so I can easily
damn.
do that.
That's what we're watching it on before, and yeah. And I lost focus already. I was on my phone, and then the subs, and then I just lost focus.
Attention span.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you have a short
He has a
attention
very
span.
short attention span. Yeah.
So I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb now. My phone's always blowing up. By the time this episode
Oh, my
ends,
bad, Mr. Fucking Popular.
So popular, literally.
yeah, like literally, like I'm probably gonna have like 12 text messages from 12 different people.
And 80% of them are girls, just saying.
Yeah.
Of all ages that are legal. Decided to put that out there.
Look at his face.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Can you come into frame a little? Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna kill you.
Anyways, no goals. What do you think?
I've actually can relate that to like personally because I've been in a relationship where like I was trying to figure out what I was trying to do, and I still have that same kind of decent path of where I want to go with it. And I asked her, it's like, oh, you're like not in school, you're going back to school. What do you want to do? She's like, oh, I'm not really sure, but I'm good at most things, so I can figure it out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's fucked.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I like her confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have great confidence, just not in the right area.
Yeah. I agree.
Because one, for me, that came off as a bit cocky. Mm-hmm. And two, it's like, all right, you haven't really fucking thought this through. Mm-hmm. So that one, like, I was just like, oh, like, yo, should I even be with this girl? But I was still straight simping at the time, so like.
No, so, do you feel like when you're in a relationship, you have blinders on and you just forget everything?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then after that,
Yes.
Maybe a couple months in, when you're starting to reflect or starting to have cold feet, or when you actually break up with a girl, you look back and you're like, how the fuck did I ignore that? Yeah. So.
What's it called? The rose tinted glasses or whatever? Mm-hmm. And when they come off, they fucking come off.
Oh my god, trust me.
Gone through that.
I think a lot of my red flags stem after I broke up with the girl.
But
during
right?
it's amazing.
Yeah.
During it's
but that's
amazing.
how you learn. That's how you move on, right?
Because what doesn't work is what you take away, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Don't connect the dots again, please.
No, I can agree.
You just see people here with the papers. Like,
yeah, you're writing down everything.
Because I have a lot of mutual friends with my exes and stuff, so it's just like, if they see, man, who are you loyal to, man? Be honest.
Yo, fuck if I care. Fuck I
think Daniel's the only one that doesn't.
I don't really care. Yeah. Like my friends I'm really tight with, and they all know if I'm shading somebody, like they'll know. Yeah. And if I'm shading somebody, it's not gonna be my friends.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
that was a
trivia on non-trivial things. On non-trivial things.
I can agree because I've experienced the whole goals situation with certain people. Especially with the first ex, I can say like confidently, he was like whatever. He had a great job. He had He had goals, but did he want to go through them? I don't know. It was like iffy with me. So I was like, well, what are you doing?
Does it just feel like it's kind of going nowhere with that?
Yeah, not even that, but like you want to be a business owner, but like you don't even have your license. You don't even have a credit card. You know.
Ooh.
Things like that. Like I'm like, how are you gonna do this? I don't know. That's just a touchy subject for me. Mm-hmm. Like the whole goal situation. I agree. Not having goals or even just like
goals can change.
It can
every age. 100%. When I was 18, I wanted to become a stripper.
Yeah, me too. That's still my plan B.
Now it's like
still my plan B.
Now 5 years later, I haven't hit the gym consistently.
That's still my plan B. I don't know why. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I bet I can pole dance better than the both of you.
Exactly. Facts.
I'm not even joking.
You're probably the most fit out of all three.
Probably. Yeah. Literally.
Y'all, whoever some of my friends are who watch this. Please do not share videos.
It's okay. I joke with my parents all the time. I'm like, if I can't be successful here, I'm gonna become a stripper.
No.
All the time.
I get the joke and stuff, but yo, that's a lot of cardio and a lot like.
It's great. It's exercise.
But it's
you make bank.
Yeah, you make bank, but at the same time, it's so I think like mentally like so fucked up.
Because I think it could get scary.
I think
just the wrong dude you're giving a lap dance to.
Like forcing. No, people force this that.
See, that's why I would wear a mask and I would just stick to straight pole dancing. Nobody touched me. Just throw money at me.
I don't think the stripper will let you do that.
I think it works like that.
In that case, you might as well just start an OnlyFans. Yeah. So are we gonna start one for Liz and now her too?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, only feet, not OnlyFans.
Liz is only feet, but if she wants to do like pole dancing, then it would be OnlyFans.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be a managers.
Yo, we're every female guest. We just gotta offer
exactly,
and then we'll be the managers. We take a cut.
I'm already doing that on Nihaal's YouTube page, and I'm shaking my ass in front of the camera. Like, come on, I'm doing it for free. Like,
she did.
You gotta take that down. And you have to monetize it.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't just me; it was another girl too. Yeah. So double promo.
Double promo. Check out my YouTube page. We'll put a link in the description if you want to see that.
But, doing it for free. Why wouldn't we do it in person? I don't know.
I don't think it's as explicit as
Daniela she puts it off as.
But there might have been one or two ass shakes.
Unless you're super thirsty, y'all won't find it.
No, guys sometimes 2 a.m. watching our podcast.
That down bad.
That's a guy thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Goes on a spiral. And then all of a sudden tracks down the other girl in that video too. It's like, why isn't that girl on the podcast yet?
She's gonna be so mad. It's like, why are these people outside my house? Like, the fuck.
Yeah, that's goals.
We should get her on the podcast too. We'll get her next time. She has agreed. Too.
All right.
So.
Who?
The other girl that was in that video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did.
Let's fucking go.
Everyone says yes, but it's just the scheduling part.
Yeah, schedule is really tough.
Yeah. All for this podcast and video that no one's gonna watch. People are just gonna skim through.
She's gonna get us views. She's great.
Yeah,
she's great.
She knows a lot of people. She has a lot of friends.
I do know one too many people, so.
She got the connects, you know?
She has way more friends than me.
That's a lie.
Same.
That's cap. That's cap.
What?
You
have way more friends than
hold on. Every time I call this guy, I'm trying to, like, talk to him, tell him something. This guy's like, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, he does that!
Hold on, give me a second.
He does that!
Wait, let me call you back. Okay. Calls back. Oh, sorry, this person just called me. Hold on, this person's texting me. At the tournament, this guy, he was connected to his huge speaker. I was doing lines for him.
Sometimes he doesn't call you back.
No, hold on. I'm literally doing lines. He's playing. He's on the court.
Okay.
He's getting a call. 3 calls. He got 3 calls maybe while I was doing lines. This guy goes, Nihaal, can you just exit? Can you press play? Just exit, press play. I look at the unsaved numbers, by the way. Like, I don't know. Just press play. I'm like, oh wow, okay. I don't even get that many phone calls. Like, my phone's dry. Like,
my phone's pretty fucking dry,
this guy's popular. He gets like 50 billion phone calls a day. So good luck reaching him.
You regretting bringing her on as a guest now, or?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're a guest.
This is the quietest I've been throughout every podcast.
Oh my god.
Do you have a red flag that you want to talk about?
A red flag.
A guy that gets calls from unsaved numbers.
I'll go lighthearted again on this, but I hate, because what's it called? There's a lot of times where I've been with a girl who likes to. I'm ticklish. I hate when girls poke my sides, like my hips.
Oh no, that's bad.
I fucking hate that shit. Like,
Why is
because
that bad?
it's bad because I won't lie. I have a violent twitch when people do that.
Okay, that's fair.
So, and it really just pisses me off because it's like one of those things where it's like, in most cases, people do it because they know. So it's like picking on that, and it just pisses me off more as it kind of happens.
So if your girlfriend did that, you'd get mad?
I think not at first because it's like, oh, you're just being playful, but it slowly start fucking pissing me off.
No, like, yeah, if you say no and then they don't respect the no and then they just keep doing it.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, there's a lot of things where I feel like people just let things slide for the first, like, maybe 1 or 2 times. But if it's like something where it's like, oh, you're just kind of doing this, it's like, yo, I got my boundaries too, you know? And that is definitely a boundary for me.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag for me. I have a lot of stupid red flags.
Someone touching your sides. I honestly don't think that's
okay, serious. But like if somebody poke your side like that,
it's annoying. But I don't think it's a red flag.
You don't think it's a red flag? No. Okay, fair.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's a red flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another one, and this is really stupid too.
Okay, go ahead. I'll hear them.
I am a huge Toronto Blue Jays fan from when I was a kid. You really?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I have to support my people.
But I hate it. Like it's not hate. It's a huge turnoff if a girl is a Yankees fan for me.
Oh my god!
I can't. I
knew he was gonna say that.
I can't do it. She's like, oh, I love the New York Yankees. Like Derek Jeter's I loved him growing up. Hey, my mom's calling me. I think it's an emergency. I gotta go. No,
that bad, eh?
I've never made an excuse like that, but like, I've actually like had conversations with like girls who talked about the Yankees, and I'm just like, nah, I just hate them that much.
I don't think I have anyone like no.
I will not like.
I don't think that's a red flag. I think
it's my red flag. Hey,
these are like the funny red flags.
Yeah, these are funny red flags.
Obviously, it's not like yeah.
Personally, coming from a girl that watches sports, I know how that is. I know how it feels. I agree to an extent, but you can't even lie. Like hot take, but New York is obviously a great team. Great team.
They're also one of the most hated sports teams of all fucking time.
Yes, but like you can't hate on their greatness. Like they're good. Obviously, I'm all for the Jays. Like plummet them, slap their asses, whatever you have to do. You know, beat them. Obviously,
yeah.
If it's that serious, you know. But like, if you're a New York fan, I don't think it's that. Like, I think like yeah, sure, I like New York, but like overrated? Yes. Are they good? Yes. So it's like I don't know. It's 50. I'm 50-50 on that too. I'm very, very 50 on that.
I'm sorry. I think it's just because of the days because I used to watch as a kid. Like Alex Rodriguez, I fucking hate that guy.
I know.
I fucking hate that.
Didn't he do something with drugs or something?
Yeah, he used steroids.
Yeah, steroids.
Yeah,
that was cocaine. He looks like a cocaine dude.
Yeah. I mean, if cocaine can let you hit like 60 home runs in a year, then I'd take it if I could play majors.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, that's a.
It's my stupid red flag.
It's his one. Yeah. No, I feel like a lot of guys, like my ex was like that too. Like he's like, I fucking hate the New York Yankees. Like, whoa, like it's not that serious.
You know what I find a lot of like Canadian like guys really cannot, or like Canadian people who are diehard Leafs fans, despise Boston people.
Oh yeah.
They despise the Bruins.
That's
They
one.
despise
That's
it.
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me from back in my huge Leafs fans days. I was like that. But I think it was the 2020 playoffs where I gave up. Or whenever the playoffs where we lost against Montreal and then they ended up making it to the finals. That's the year I gave up on the Leafs. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Fuck the Leafs.
For me, it's the Raptors with Cleveland, the whole LeBron era. That's traumatizing for me in a multitude of ways.
Don't get me started.
But I did give up on them. And then the year after...
What?
The year after LeBron left. I think we got 4-0'd, and then after that, Kawhi...
I have a stupid red flag, so I'm going to say
Okay,
that.
alright, let's do it.
My red flag is if you're a LeBron cocksucker, I'm sorry, we cannot be friends. Not even friends. I can't even speak to you. I can't even look at you. Sorry, turn off, red flag. Can't speak to you.
Damn,
I can't do it.
You're not...
You just became so much more attractive to my friends that I know of. Because I have a lot of friends who are like, yo, LeBron's not all that.
No, he's really not. He's really not. And for me, the reason why I don't like him is just because of his character. I don't like how cocky he is. I don't like his command on the court, his influence on a lot of things. Not even just like the way he plays. Great player. I can't even deny that.
Yeah.
But is he as amazing as everybody likes to be? Like, I don't know. There's... I think there's one guy.
He's averaging like 35.
That's fine. So is everybody else.
At 38 years old?
There's so many other players that are doing that.
At 38 years old, though.
No, but like I personally feel like there was other players that were better than him.
Okay, but does 30...
I'm not your friend anymore.
Listen to me. Does scoring 30 points a game at 38 years old win him a championship right now?
It's not about winning a championship
There
at
you
this
go.
point.
And for me, it's like...
We're talking about the greatest player, not...
Okay, does the greatest player also have the most championships? I think that counts towards it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Arguable. But yeah, if you're a LeBron fan, we can't speak, we can't talk. I'm sorry. Huge turnoff, traumatizing for me in a multitude of ways.
Hey, I like LeBron, but I know who the GOAT really is, you know?
Who's the GOAT?
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Jordan.
What?
I agree.
Jordan's the GOAT.
Jordan. 100%.
You okay, buddy?
I disagree.
No, listen, I had an ex that was all for LeBron. So and I was at that era of LeBronto.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he was just going at me every fucking day. We would get into fights because of this guy. Like, that's how bad it was. Red flag, like, all around. I'm like, bro, just let Toronto win. I'm like, LeBron already has enough rings. Like, he's won.
I can't lie, though, LeBron was fucking shitting on us. Though.
He was. I can agree with that. But, like, it's like, why do you have to shove it down my throat? Like, shut up. And I was supposed to go to a game with this guy, too. Thankfully, COVID happened. Thank you, COVID, for one.
Was it like a Lakers-Raptors game or something? Or?
Yeah. It was literally March 14th, like, four days before, like, the whole shutdown happened.
Damn.
I was like, thank God this fucking happened, because I don't want to go to this game. I'm going to have to hear him. We're going to be one of those couples that pull up. I'm wearing a Toronto jersey, and he's wearing a LeBron jersey. That's going to look so bad on so many levels, okay? But no, I can't do it. Every time I talk to a LeBron fan, it's like talking to, like, an Eagles fan. Because they're so delusional in a way. Or they just want to, like, suck their cock. Sorry to be so TMI, but that's what it is.
So just a random question then. You think Mahomes has it then?
No, I feel like he's really, really overrated. Anybody that knows me, I don't rate Mahomes like that.
Okay.
Super overrated.
But he's a good-looking dude, though.
No.
What?
not even that. I'm sorry.
Really?
No.
Damn. I personally think...
Travis Kelce's very hot. He's very, very hot. Travis Kelce and Jimmy Garoppolo. But...
Porn star Jimmy!
Yeah, no, like, it's just me. I just speak realistic when it comes to sports. And, like, people are just like, oh, like, you don't know what you're talking about. But then again...
We gotta talk sports more. I feel like you'd be a good conversation for sports.
Yeah, 100%. I spark a lot of controversy when it comes to sports.
Okay, I like debates on that.
I told Nihaal, like, Nihaal was like, oh, don't you watch soccer? I'm like, A, that's racist, and B, like, I fucking hate soccer now.
Soccer is so fucking boring.
I hate soccer so much. I can go on for this, but I'm not gonna go on. Okay. I'm done. I'm done.
Now I think that's the most heated we've gotten so far.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just sports, like.
Well, he started it. He was like, oh, if you're a New York fan. For me, if you're a LeBron fan. For him, I don't know.
Sorry.
If you don't like volleyball, that's a red flag.
No, I mean, as long as she like supports me. If she doesn't support anything, like if she just like is just like, you're stupid, why are you wasting your time hitting a ball around the court or some shit, then I'd be hated. But if she's just like, okay, you could do your thing, I might not come some games, but you know, I support it.
So what if she supports you by like slowly like trickling some water on the other side of the court so you can win the game? Is that kind of supporting you?
Supporting? Yeah.
That's kind of hot. That's fucking hot. That's fucking hot.
Oh my god.
Injure other players for me, some Tanya Harding shit, bro. That'd be sick. That'd be so sick.
Is that the one where she broke the other finger? Seriously, that was fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked. That was fucked.
Oh my Anyways, God, I don't condone this. I'm joking.
To my future girlfriend, if I'm playing a sport, please don't injure the other team.
Please don't.
That's bad.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you when though.
Very bad sportsmanship.
Sorry, we only have like maybe 15, 20 minutes left, but okay, yeah, go ahead.
Let's start getting to some green flags then. You.
Me?
Yeah.
Smells good.
Oh yeah.
Smells good.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, but that's minor. That's like every girl though. You gotta smell good.
You sure?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but you got to keep one consistent.
Yes, one sense.
Yeah.
One
Can't be different every time because it has to like I gotta.
It has to be distinctive. Like if I smell that, I know it's you type thing. You know, and I like it. You know.
Yeah. But that's what I realized like recently. Like a lot of guys and a lot of girls will find the right perfume for them and mix it in with whatever like natural scent they have that like works well with them.
Yeah. Well, I guess stemming off of that, green flag is like when a guy takes care of himself. Like for me, it's like I'm into guys, gym rats, gym heads, whatever, sports guys,
Personal
athletes. Huh?
Oh, I thought you meant like personal hygiene.
Oh yeah, personal hygiene. Like you take care of yourself. You like
Yeah.
get your haircuts, you do your beard. You know, you take care of your body. You know, like you have some girly aspects to you. Like you know, you go like you take care of yourself. You go to the spa. You get your massages. You know. You have your own personal me time, and you look good. You look good doing it.
She's literally listing everything that's opposite of me. I love it.
Yeah, or like you want to get your sleep. You're like, you know, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go to sleep. I need my
Literally the opposite of me.
all
I
that
love-
sort of jazz. You know,
Keeps going.
You take care of
Let's
yourself.
just keeps going.
And it's funny because I'm the opposite of that. I don't take care of myself sometimes, but if you take care of yourself, that's a good.
I think you take care of yourself.
Do I?
Okay, but like in this sense, what time did you sleep last night?
Oh no, dude! I was trying to finish that puzzle. I couldn't sleep
What
until
time did you sleep then?
3:30,
Same time.
5:30.
and then you went to the gym at 5:30 or something.
I got home.
But you knew that you could sleep in today. That was why.
Yeah.
Wait, but I have a reason as to why I was up for today, and you're gonna love it. I was watching your videos,
Oh, podcast?
podcasts, and like volleyball highlights.
That's
Wait, but were you just watching your clips to try and find your stuff?
No,
Okay.
I was watching full videos. Yeah.
Okay.
And like
Do you watch the tournament videos?
all of them, all the recent ones that he posted, I
I
watched.
posted like 5 yesterday.
Yeah, that's
You got a
why.
real supporter.
I started watching them at 11, and I was on my couch just
Yeah.
watching them. You know, just looking.
It's addicting for no reason.
I look at the time; it's 3:30. I'm like, I need to be in bed.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I need to be up for work tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck, I've not even done these videos, but yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I can't even make it. Well, I can't make an excuse for. I was playing video games till like 5:30.
Oh,
so, but I slept in.
But you had friends that stayed up with you though.
They went to bed around like 4:30. I kind of just.
No,
kept
but
going.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a green flag. Taking care of yourself. I
Agreed.
guess red flag opposite. You don't take care of yourself.
Yes.
Or you just surround yourself. You're a bum in a corner, just playing video games all days with your boys. You know, do something with your life.
I feel a little shot at myself.
No, like if you don't have a job and you're just playing video games all day.
Oh,
you know,
so
like,
kind of that's more like
if you're a bum, you know, like no, that's a huge red flag too.
That's basically an incel, no?
Yeah, you're a bum. You do nothing with your life, and you still want a girlfriend somehow. You know.
That's when they go to the internet.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, I have. This is a green flag for me in a certain way. Is somebody who's like, I like somebody who's open to being brutally honest with me.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, yo, like it's if somebody can get me back in line with like my habits, or if somebody can tell me it's like to be realistic in a way that can wake me up, whether it can be a bit hurtful or a bit just more. Like, it can sound hurtful, but they're really just being truthful with me. That's such a green flag for me. Because it's a wake-up call. It's somebody who can give me a wake-up call. Because everybody's going to get caught up into something that's not that great. Or something that just distracts you from what you're really doing.
Yeah.
Without even noticing it. And they're like, wake the fuck up. Like, just get...
What are you
like,
doing?
Yeah.
Type thing.
Somebody who's willing to do that
Reality
for
checks.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a green flag for me.
I like that. That's a good one. I agree. Fully.
Thank you.
Being nice to everybody, as in like everybody, is in like especially like a server maybe. Just being nice that way, and also a little bit more extroverted is a green flag for me. Okay, introverted girls are like nice, obviously, because like I could compliment.
I know damn well where he's going this one.
Let's hear it.
Continue.
Wait, what? No, because like you can kind of compliment each other if she's introverted and you're extroverted kind of thing. But for both extroverted, it's just a little bit easier in like social settings where it's just like, especially since, can't confess, I do have a lot of friends, but when she meets my new friends and stuff, it's just like she's willing to say hello and be like, hey, my name's this person, and then etc. So I find that so much more attractive and a green flag than me introducing her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have her introduce herself and be herself, so then my friends see her as her. Yeah. Well, what were you about to say?
No, I just knew where you were going with that.
You? Oh, like that. Yeah.
That's why.
We're both, yeah.
Well, no, because Nihaal's more of an introverted person, so he needs an extroverted person to compliment him.
Yeah, he definitely introverted. This guy never comes out of his house, never hangs out with anybody.
I know.
Yeah. He needs an extroverted person in his life.
Exactly. I build Lego all day. You see that? That's all I do.
Puzzles.
Lego and puzzles all day.
Yeah.
For context, are you guys serious? Okay, good.
If you couldn't detect the sarcasm.
Yeah, there's been days where I just come home to sleep and eat. So.
Yeah, you're definitely just like there's people who are like introverted extroverts or extroverted introverts. You're just an extrovert. Your dad is just an extrovert. Like no joke.
Yeah, I personally think I'm an introvert, especially when you first meet me. I'm super quiet, and then once I get to know you, I don't shut the fuck up. That's how I am.
I get that. I think I'm a extroverted introvert. So I like my base habit is to kind of just go back home and do my own shit. But I will have a lot of times where I just want to go out and hang with my friends or like talk to and meet new people as well.
Yeah.
But like when it comes down to it, I have that battery where it's like, yeah, I gotta go home, I gotta lie in bed, relax to myself.
Same.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, last one. This is a red flag. I'll end it off on a red flag for me.
Red flag, okay.
Yeah. Somebody who just spends too much and like doesn't keep track of their money. I'm not even joking. I've had a girl who...
I think that's everybody, though.
Not necessarily. I've had a girl who's every time we go out and multiple times a week wants to go out to like Hot Pot or like All You Can Eat and wants to like Uber to work or Uber to where we're going.
No.
It's put me in a lot. It's put me in a lot of deficit for money like back in the back then, and it was something that because I was younger didn't really know how to say something about or realize it was a red flag because I was kind of just caught up in the relationship. But somebody who just doesn't realize the value of money.
Yeah.
It's fucking
100%.
It's such a turn off. It's like, hey, let's go to the club or hey, let's go out for drinks. Hey, let's go Hot Pot. Yo, at this time, I'm working a minimum wage job just trying to finish school. Like, please. Please, I'm trying to keep my head above water.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's the same with me and like guys. Like, why are you spending an unnecessary amount of money on
Guys?
stuff?
Damn.
Yeah.
So many guys, eh? At once?
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, man. No, listen.
That's crazy. Nah, I know she's crazy.
Totally.
Five guys at once. It's crazy.
Totally.
She says my phone blows up. Wait till hers. You know what I'm saying? So. Crazy.
So is it like, does it buzz like a vibrator? It just keeps going off
exactly,
and off and off?
Yeah, that's why she's smiling all the time.
He's kidding.
My phone's dry. I hope you guys know that. Dry as a desert.
I'm on Do Not Disturb a lot, so like most of my shit's like dry anyways.
No, I just don't talk to many people.
You keep your friends close, your circle small.
I feel like you've kind of integrated into my friends a little bit too. Both you guys, Daniel especially, but you slowly it's getting there. Especially since you came to my party and also just like volleyball, you see my good friends.
That was a great party.
That was, oh my god, that was like overwhelmingly like overwhelming. If that makes sense. Because like I walked into this party and like 10 people I'd never talked to in my life were like, I know who you are. You're Daniela, right? I'm like, who the fuck told you about me? Like he did it too. I was like,
I think I led off with "You're my name twin," and literally that's it.
Yeah. But even just their friends, like he had like all of his girlfriends, his friends that I'd never met before.
You saw the picture of him with all the girls.
Yeah. Some of the girls were like, "Oh my god, you're Daniela, right?" I'm like, yeah. I'm like, your name? Like, and they're like, "Oh, my name's so and so." I'm like, "Oh, okay, like nice to meet you." They're like, "Oh, you play the intermediate friends?" I'm still not at the level yet. And we just started talking. I was like, okay, like totally different like setting for me because like you know I'm not really in this like social settings like that. But yeah, like half the time, like, and I went to Nihaal after. I'm like, how many people do you tell about me? He's like, oh, I boast about you all the time. I'm like, I don't like attention. Like, but I appreciate it.
That was a more wholesome party because it was all the good friends. It was all my good friends.
She also ditched me as a beer pong partner for somebody else. But just saying.
Can I just preface this for a second? Let me just preface this. Everybody wanted me as their beer pong partner, so I had to take turns. Okay.
I didn't get a turn.
Yeah, you did. You got like 3.
I was too drunk to remember.
Yeah, I played like 3 rounds with him. I played 3 rounds with like Doran. Played another 3 rounds with. Who did I play with? Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Who else? I don't know if I'm supposed to be naming names, but
I got it.
It's just for parties. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else did I play with? Bro, I played with like 5 different people.
Well, you were syncing all of your shit.
Okay, I guess I'll end it off on a green flag for me. I love sports, so if I can talk to a guy about sports, it's a huge turn on. But it can also be a red flag because if a guy makes sports his life, that's another issue. So
fuck, that's literally me. All right, we're done. GG, bro.
It's a green.
Guys, this is literally proof that Daniela will never date me. So.
Huh? Yeah. But yeah, that's my green and red flag. Yeah.
So like sports, but not like obsessive of it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Like I can talk to you about it. Like we can have a conversation. Like, oh, like I don't know, like Kyrie Irving got traded last night. You think that's gonna work? You know, we could have a conversation with that.
I don't think it's gonna work, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think
they're either gonna be the best team in the West or just absolute shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like when Dwayne Wade came to Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think it's like the same thing.
I agree. So it's like we can have a conversation like that.
Yeah.
Like send each other like the post or whatever, talk about it for a little bit. But if it's like our whole conversation is just revolving about sports, then like it gets boring over
it does.
like a period of time, you know. So yeah, it's
I
a green
get you.
flag, but also a red flag. So if a guy does not like sports at all, I just deem you as a nerd as a whole. So
Jeez.
yeah, so I'm sorry.
Ruggy, she's talking about you.
I'm sorry, but yeah, you gotta have some sort of sports movement aspect. Like if you're a gym rat and you don't like sports, that's fine with me as well.
But that's something. Fitness is still something you talk about,
yes,
right?
Yeah, because
So.
that's how I was raised.
Yeah,
I love sports, and like my sister's like the polar opposite, so that's why I'm like, don't know how you're a girly girl and I'm just the tomboy. You know, I'm the opposite, and that's what I look for in a guy. So,
yeah.
You're a tomboy? Show me your nails.
They're short. They're baby nails.
Oh, they're baby nails? She broke her nail mid-play last week. It was crazy.
I learned.
Just started bleeding. Don't have long nails when you're playing volleyball. Do you have long nails, Daniel?
No, I cut my nails.
Cool.
I had to push it. My nail tech was on vacation.
Yeah, I got a cut right here, right in between. And when I volley, it just bleeds. And now it's like, I don't know what to do.
What's your last
I wanted to end it off by just saying that I have no more red flags because I'm not a negative person, even though it sounded like I am.
Whatever, dude. Fucking whatever.
I love the girl, just like how I love every girl.
Yeah.
Because I always see the
simp.
good parts.
You are a simp.
I always see the positives of the girl, and I like looking at the positives. I like looking at her most attractive features.
So ass or titties?
No, which can be anything. The answer is personality, and yeah, I'm just I am a simp. I am a simp.
He really is. He's taking applications.
He simps for his friends too.
He does. He really does.
Well, we love you for that.
In a good way. In a good way.
I've simped for Daniel more than Daniela this episode, so.
He did. He did. On the volleyball court, different story.
What do you mean? Do I ever simp for you?
Huh?
Wait.
All the time! What do you
Have you
mean?
guys won anything together?
I don't even think I've played in the same team with her. Seriously, for anything yet. We've only played like a couple of drop-ins together.
Listen, if you go watch his highlights or his videos, every time I go up for a set, all you hear is him yelling on the side. Okay? So
hyping him up?
That's simping for me.
I do.
I don't hear that for Daniel. That's all I'm saying.
I do for Daniel.
He else.
I do it for all the homies.
I did like done 2 runs with him, and like it's been quiet.
From my perspective. But the runs that you've been in, that I've been in, you've yelled for me though.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
The intermediate where I was shitting my pants. Yeah. I heard you in the background. You're like,
oh my god, Daniel!
Well, I was fucking shitting myself.
It's okay. I know. It's a huge step. It's a huge step.
I swear I was facing Daniela's team on Saturday, and I still cheered for her. I was like, yes!
I cheered for her too.
Yeah, and I was on the other team.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, thank you for coming.
Anytime.
No, it's pretty last minute. I told you like yesterday night.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Anytime.
We've been begging her for like, what, weeks now?
I think weeks, yeah. At least since like late December, I think even.
Yeah.
Last year, damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, literally.
February is going to be such a short month. I think it's going to...
I mean, it is only 28 days.
Yeah.
It's going to go by fast, but you know, summer's coming. Happiness is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, were you guys looking at me like...
Because I feel like you're leading on to something there, you know?
Well, at the end of the day,
happiness is coming. Girls with green flags are coming.
Are you looking for happiness this summer, Nihaal?
I'm looking for happiness every single day, and I'm happy right now.
Are you looking for happiness?
I'm just here. I'm just here to have a good time.
Just vibing.
Vibing. Straight vibing.
But yeah, I was just saying that I'm happy right now because I have 2 beautiful people in my room, and they are doing a podcast with me, and my co-anchor over here will do all the unpaid labor at editing, so I'm happy for that too. But I bought him food today. I'm driving him home, So he's happy.
I am happy
Passenger
about
princess. Passenger princess.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to
Seat warmer and I lean back.
Oh yeah.
so a huge shout out to Daniel for editing, especially the audio. It can get complicated with the two mics.
We're still figuring. Well, even now, like we're pretty good with it. We're still figuring it out a bit.
But the Fazal episode was really well done,
so fucking
well edited, everything right, audio, clarity.
Yep. A lot of dark jokes.
Dark jokes.
A lot of fucking dark.
A lot of dark
Oh
jokes.
my
That was the
God,
most
so-
I've ever laughed in a podcast. But yeah.
I don't know if you listened to it. It's pretty
I
bad.
haven't caught up with the podcast yet. I've been so caught up with volleyball. It's just I gotta.
That's her life right now.
It is. It really is.
I've slowly converted people.
I don't know what I do without volleyball. Like those 2 weeks that we were off, I was bored. I needed those 2 weeks off, but I was bored. Bored out of my mind. I binged like 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. That's how bored I was. Yeah.
What's it called? For Game of Thrones, I have so many friends that just hated the later seasons.
That's another conversation. That's a podcast within itself.
Oh my God.
That's another episode.
Do you watch Game of Thrones or not? Right.
I watch clips.
Oh.
I only watch clips.
So,
I've just watched
Got
the interesting scenes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
it reminds me a lot of Attack on Titan. If you guys have watched.
Yes, I read it.
We're not gonna get to that either. Anyways.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching.
I haven't whipped yet. Every episode.
And I'm gonna add this on a note here, but if you guys watching have heard the intro music, we just got an intro song that we have incorporated in, made by our friend, our guest on the last podcast, Fazal. His info will also be down below for that. Daniela, do you want your socials down below?
Sure.
Hell yeah, her socials will be down below too in the link. Be sure to check her out. She's a very cool girl. Or if you want to go Toronto Slam, she's a cool gal.
Ew! Don't ever say
I'll never say that again.
Yeah.
I cringed on the inside, but yeah. And then be sure to check us out on Instagram, Google Podcast, on YouTube. Subscribe to us, please,
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
wherever you find your podcasts.
That's it.
1,000 subscribers, and Nihaal will shirt for you guys.
On our Patreon.
I don't want to agree on that.
We are gonna do something at 1,000, aren't we?
We're gonna do a shirtless episode. I told you.
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like us, just us.
Us, preferably a female too, but we'll see.
Like within YouTube guidelines, you know. Within YouTube guidelines.
It'll be like a summer episode, like at the beach or something. So then it's more context.
Yes.
I can not being shirtless just here. Yeah.
Also,
You-
subscribe to Nihaal's volleyball channel.
Yeah,
That's it.
Road
I'll
to
link that
1,000.
down below. We
Nihaal is fine.
haven't linked that yet.
I don't think so. I'm aiming for 1,000 on that too. It's a little bit more. I've had that account since grade 6, so I have a lot. I probably say like 100 of the subscribers are.
If you guys want to see like little Nihaal on that,
Oh
Yeah.
If you go old videos, I know I made those private, but there are some videos that I can make public again. That
just for your entertainment, you know.
grade 6 Nihaal.
Yeah, and if you want to sign up for volleyball, you already know where to go.
Yo, Grid Volleyball.
All his info's down below as
Yeah.
well.
That's it. Damn, so many plugs.
So many
Might as well
plugs.
plug in Mountain Dew too. Yo, Mountain.
Mountain Dew, please sponsor.
Baja Blast flavor is pretty fucking
Yo,
tasty.
Baja Blast is I
Baja?
love that
Is it
shit.
Baja?
Yeah. Baja.
Baja. I thought it was Baja. I don't fucking know.
You too brown, bro.
Baja. Alright.
But yeah, thank you guys. Take it easy.
Peace.